service above self in our community, and who lives in accordance with the Rotary four-way test by being truthful, fair, while building goodwill and providing benefits to all. The recipient of the ROSA Award is granted a Paul Harris Fellow. Paul Harris was the founder of Rotary in 1905, making Rotary one of the oldest. A donation of $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation, which supports Rotary service projects here in our community and around the world, promoting peace, preventing diseases like polio, providing access to clean water and sanitation, enhancing maternal health and child health, improving basic education and literacy, and helping communities to develop. This year, we have an unprecedented 2 ROSA winners. And so one of the ROSA Awards was contributed by our club, as is our practice. The second ROSA Award was generously provided by one of our members, our newest major donor, Ken Appel. Our ROSA recipient is also recognized at the community's annual Carmel Fest celebration by riding on the Rotary float. And Ray has assured me that he made space for 2 ROSA winners. The honoree's name will be inscribed in a permanent plaque, which is displayed at the Rotary Plaza on the Monon Trail to demonstrate to the entire community our gratitude for their service. To present the Rotary Outstanding Service Awards, I call upon fellow Carmel Rotarians, Ginny Terpening and Dave Haboush.
I suspect service above self must have been created by somebody who was in the not-for-profit world, because you can't make a not-for-profit organization succeed unless you engage in service above self. It reminds me in so many ways of something most of us have experience with, and that is the Ed Sullivan Show, Sunday night, 8 o'clock. He always had a juggler. Remember the guy? He juggled the pins, and then at the same time put hats on and juggled and put hats on, because when you run a not-for-profit organization, you wear all the hats and you keep the pins up in the air and you make it look easy. When you make it look easy, in some ways that's good news. In some ways, nobody really understands how much you put into it to get from here to there. So that's a disadvantage, but I hope to end that today, because shortly we will engage in a long round of applause for somebody who doesn't get a lot of applause. You never go into a not-for-profit organization expecting applause. It doesn't happen. So it's my pleasure to tell you about one of this year's ROSA recipients, a person who took the Carmel Clay Historical Society kicking and screaming into the 21st century, who got the Monon Depot Museum listed on the National Register, who took a leadership role at the 175th Carmel anniversary, who created and reinvigorated partnerships that had long since laid dormant. Someone who really needs applause, and that is Katherine Dill.
Wow, what a surprise, and thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is David Haboush, and I'm the Fire Chief of the City of Carmel. And fellow Rotarians, I'm honored to be with you today to speak about public safety. Actually, my group over there thinks that we are going to talk about public safety. And we are in a sense, but actually, I brought one of the biggest advocates of the Carmel Fire Department with me to help, Captain John Moriarty. John Moriarty has been a member of the Carmel Fire Department for 34 years. John and his wife Lori have lived and raised their family here in Carmel and are active in their church, Our Lady of Mount Carmel. John has served this community as Sparky the fire dog for 34 years and still continues to this day. John takes his role of Sparky very serious in that he tries not to disclose his identity to the children. Sparky does not talk, but rather is a goodwill ambassador for the fire service and the Carmel Fire Department. John, Sparky, has performed literally in front of tens of thousands of people during his 34 years of public safety in the Carmel Clay community. Sparky frequently visits school and participates in community events to spread fire safety message. Sparky the fire dog was created by the NFPA in 1951 and has been the organization's official mascot and spokesdog ever since. He's widely recognized as a fire safety icon that's beloved by children and adults alike. John, Sparky, invests his own time and his own money for his appearances and the betterment of Sparky. This is a very brief list of organizations and activities that John has worked with. Carmel Fest Parade, Firefighter for a Day Camp, Public Safety Day, Hoosier Burn Camp, Carmel High School Homecoming Parade, school sporting events, charitable events and fundraisers, neighborhood events and parades, Riley Hospital events, and the City of Carmel holiday lighting of the square. John is a very humble man and wants all credit to go to Sparky. He credits his personal accomplishments to our wonderful community and to the fire department. He is truly conscientious, dedicated, and embodies the Rotarian four-way test. He is truthful in everything he says and does. His word is his bond. In the way that John lives his life, he is always fair to everyone he comes across. Years ago, John was in a store in the Castleton Mall area, and a bomb went off inside the store. John ran towards the explosion and rendered aid to the little girl who was injured. Sparky John is all about building goodwill and friendship, whether at Carmel Fest or traveling to Henryville, Indiana for their parade to celebrate with the citizens who were recovering from the massive tornado. Everything John lives for is about the common good for his fellow man. John and Sparky are always inclusive in everything they do through their activities and programs. A quick note, I would like to thank Ron Carter and Jim Brainerd for encouraging the submission of Sparky and John Moriarty as the Rotarian Outstanding Service Award. I could go on and on about John Moriarty and his role as Sparky, but I will conclude with saying, John, you are one of the finest human beings I've ever met, and you meet the Rotarian four-way test each and every day of your life. You are a model for others to follow. Our community is very fortunate and blessed to have you not only as a firefighter, but as a citizen of our great city. Congratulations on receiving the Rotarian Outstanding Service Award.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, John and Catherine, for your service. Our community